Millions and millions of Americans are on the verge of quitting, but you may not even know why. You may not have even realized how big of a deal this thing is, but it's causing many Americans to quit their jobs as we speak. Now, I want to break down what's going on, talk about why this is turning into a bigger crisis and why many employers are worried that if they get rid of this, well, the employees are going too. So I'm going to break all this down in just a moment, but all I ask is one thing. Takes 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates. And now, let's begin. So millions and millions of Americans are next. We are currently seeing employers are trying to find ways to save money. They're doing layoffs. They are cutting back on hours. They're reducing your month or your wages, whether it's a monthly salary or per hour. They are starting to find ways to cut costs. However, there's another thing that they are doing that keeps employees on, that keeps morale high, that they're starting to get rid of. And guess what? Those are your benefits, the perks of working for a company. Now, back in August, I made a video and I talked about how many employers were on the verge of getting rid of certain benefits. These could be things like coffee. These could be things like your insurance, whether it's dental, vision, health insurance, company cars, cell phones, gym memberships, on-site childcare, right? Free lunches, right? Travel, okay? A lot of things. These companies were starting to get rid of them. We've seen cutbacks at Meta, at Google, at Amazon, Intel, right? A lot of companies are cutting back. Well, I asked, what are some of the changes that you are seeing? And well, we're going to go over some of those right now because we are seeing a lot of changes. Just listen to this. I have 4 comments here. And again, if you left one of these comments, thank you for doing so. And if you yourself are seeing at your company, you are seeing that, yeah, we are seeing some changes. Our benefits package is changing, that the perks are going away. Well, let me know down in the comment section below. But here's one of the comments, and I quote, "I finally quit my job in which I had for the past 21 years. It was a job I fell into right out of high school, but something that I never really enjoyed. The final straw for me was when my boss informed me that certain benefits would be cut at the beginning of the year. We would have lost dental and vision, no more company cars, and the big one, the company wouldn't be matching 401 contributions. That was what did it for me." Yeah, a big one. If a company will match a contribution, okay, 1-to-1. So if you invest, let's say $200 a month, then your company is going to put in $200 a month as well. So you would actually have $400 per month going into your 401k. Now, I remember years ago, I had a relative that was talking about this where they were, I think they were trying to put in like $500, but the company would only go up to $100. That was one of the changes that happened, I believe it was during the financial crisis, that before it was 1-to-1, then I believe it was either 1 to, like a 1-to-5 or 1-to-4 ratio, something like that. It was not 1-to-1. That was one of the big changes. Now, I want to read you another one. Listen to this. This person wrote, and I quote, "I work at McDonald's, and there really aren't many perks of working here other than the benefits package and the discounted meals. Obviously, you get paid too. Being that I am only 18, I already have health insurance from my dad, and I have lots of time to save for retirement. So the only benefit for me was the discount on food. Well, we lost that a couple weeks ago, so now I am not sure if there is a benefit to working here. The benefit is you're getting paid, right? The benefit is getting paid per hour, but I understand. You know, I remember when I was 16 years old, had a job at Burger King, and one of the benefits was we would get discount meals. At the end of the night, if there were some burgers or fries that were left over, right, when we were closing down, You could have them, right? It was free. But that was one of the perks is, yeah, you get discount meals. That was great. It's like 50% off. That was perfect, right? Especially at 16 years old. I'm not worried about retirement. I'm not worried about, getting insurance. Right? I had that through my parents, so I didn't need that at that time. But for somebody that's 18 years old, probably not worried about health insurance. And they're probably not too worried about saving for retirement because, again, they're only 18 years old. You should start early, but still, they're not worried about that. Here's another one. This person wrote in and said, that's odd that many companies are waiting until now to get rid of some company perks. At our law office, the landlord used to provide free coffee and tea. On Fridays, they would bring in donuts and muffins. And on Wednesdays, they sent around a free sandwich cart. But that stopped on October 1st and likely would never return. Now, I thought this one was interesting. First off, I used to work at a place where, yes, every single Friday they would bring in donuts, muffins and, Danish and stuff like that. There was always free coffee, always free tea, hot chocolate, whatever we wanted, right? That was always there. Then it slowly went away. This was when I was 17, 18 years old. And then here's a one interesting one. Reached out to a friend of mine that does work in a law office, and I asked him, do you guys have like a sandwich guy that comes around, right? Somebody that makes you lunches and stuff, and he said yes, we do. And I said, so how does it work? Do you pay him? Does the company pay him? Does the building, do they provide it? And here's what he said. He said that before they used to buy their own sandwiches. Any sandwich that they wanted, they had to buy it themselves. Okay? But then, during the pandemic, his company decided, we are going to provide your sandwiches for you. But we're going to give you 50% off. We will pay 50%. You can pay 50%. And at the end of the month, it will come out of your salary. That's what they did during the pandemic. Now, here's the interesting thing. That was great. They offered free sandwiches, free lunches, right? You come work for us, free lunches. Okay. Not a lot of people are, lawyers. Well, there's still a lot of lawyers, but this was one of their ways to bring more people, more lawyers into their office, bring in more people into their staff, right? Retain the people that they did have, right? This worked. It was great. But now, he said, things changed. In the beginning of the year, starting January 1st, 2025, there will no longer be free sandwiches. Now, it will be all on you. So you cannot charge it to your employee number, and it will not be taken out at the end of the month. You will have to pay on the spot for your sandwich. I want to read another one. Listen to this one. This person wrote and said, and I quote, I remember back in 2007 when my parents were laid off. They said that the manufacturing plant they worked at couldn't afford to keep them on because of how long they have been there. I didn't understand that until just now when I was let go. But based on the way sales have gone for us recently, I doubt we will even be in business in the next 6 months. Besides, many employees told me that they are getting wage cuts, hours will be reduced, and there won't be any benefits other than the mandatory health insurance. I doubt I would have made it 6 months anyway. Yeah, we are seeing more and more people are looking at their benefits package, right alongside their wages. What is their total compensation that they get? And if they can find another job that has a better total compensation package, this is why many people are leaving. So millions of Americans are about to face this difficult decision. As they see benefits package gets reduced, perks are eliminated, right? Are their wages enough to keep them there? Well, we're going to find out soon enough, but that is what we know as of today. So again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you on the next one.